Gotta be honest, really glad we're both alive right now after that movie. Why is that? Because as soon as you see a Ford and a Ferrari driving in Le Mans, you want to peel out of that parking lot like nobody's business.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, like, after you see a movie about something, you want to go, you just feel the urge to go do that afterwards.
Yeah.
Weird how that works.
And the thing is I drive neither a Ford nor a Ferrari. I drive a Kia Optima and just no good.
Mr. Fast and Furious over here.
Yeah, that's how you destroy your car. Anyway, what's going on, guys? We're the Cinefanatics. My name is Chris Adams.
And I'm Robert Adams.
And we're bringing you a review today of Ford versus Ferrari.
Yeah, so we just went to go see the new Ford versus Ferrari. Right off the top, I want to say there's not really going to be any spoilers. This is kind of based on history, but we don't really want to give anything away just in case you're not familiar with it, because we weren't. I think it kind of goes without saying, we're movie people. We really don't know anything like about sports, and we definitely don't know much about cars.
Nah.
Regardless of what I try to make myself look like whenever I go to get an oil change. Oh yeah, I'll take the high mileage non-lubricating oil or whatever it is.
Yeah, it was going bzzz, and that's in the steering wheel, right? That's how that happened. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So,
or what Pixar taught us too.
Yeah,
we know about that also.
Yeah, so one thing I really like going into this is the fact that, yes, it's a movie about race cars, but you really don't need to know anything about the cars to understand this.
No.
I mean, if you have a basic idea of how a car works, you're good. You understand what's happening in this movie. The storyline of it is very easy to follow.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I've had that worry sometimes going into movies where I know the subject matter is going to spill a whole bunch of jargon in my face and I'm not going to understand a lick of it. But this one definitely understood. Mm-hmm. Definitely was following through. Very, very easy to follow with. For those who don't know, basically the story rounds out to be basically Ford was trying to buy out Ferrari at a point where Ferrari was going bankrupt and Ford needed to revitalize its brand. In order to do so, they wanted to create a sports car combined with Ferrari. Ferrari said, nah. And so Ford was like, cool. Well, we're going to go to Le Mans then and beat you up.
Yeah. You don't agree with us, so we'll just take you out.
Yeah.
They went to the mattresses with Ferrari is basically what happened there.
That's a movie reference.
Yes, it is. So that's essentially what happens here. And I believe it played out very well. I love the story of this. It was entertaining. It was fun. There were good comedic bits in this, and I think they hit very well, given that essentially you're talking to a bunch of either car guys or suits that are all like, oh, we want to win this race. Ugh. And you needed some stuff to break it up. And I think part of what made that enjoyable and easy to get was the actors that were used in that movie.
For sure. There was a big time chemistry between Christian Bale and Matt Damon here, playing both Carroll Shelby and Ken Miles. Not respectively, because I think I flipped them. But you get the point. They really, they knew what they were going for in these scenes. They came in and these are two pro actors at this point. Mm-hmm. They know what they're doing in movies. Christian Bale, both of them been, I believe, nominated many times. You're at a situation where you got two pros at the wheel here. Get it? At the wheel. They know what they're doing, and they just fed off each other's energy just so well. It just seeped throughout the entire movie.
Yeah, it's nice when you get two people working together that feed off each other's energy. That's fantastic.
I wonder what that's like.
Yeah, I do too. Anyways, so I really do appreciate both of those actors in this. And here's the thing. I could foresee both of them potentially getting a nomination come Oscar season.
Yeah.
I think they both did fantastic. I do like especially some of the parts where they focused in on Christian Bale's character, Ken Miles, with his son, Peter. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of good interaction there, and it was great because essentially they used Peter as the source of exposition in some of this movie, explaining what happens in Le Mans and how the turns and how dangerous the race actually is explained to Peter and thus the audience. And yes, I just said thus in a review. That's kind of nice. I like doing that sometimes.
It's nice when you can actually word.
Yeah, I like wording. Some of the other characters, though, that I thought were really outstanding.
Kind of the standouts.
Yeah, Jon Bernthal. Mm-hmm. He was kind of like the vocal mouthpiece between Shelby and Ford, and I really liked. He was very enjoyable in this.
He played the connective tissue, as it were.
Yeah, when a lot of times we usually see him as like the gruff, dirty, gets his hands dirty type of character, like Wolf of Wall Street or his character of Frank Castle from Netflix Punisher.
Or Walking Dead.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Shane. I forgot he was Shane on that.
Yep.
Yeah, he's usually like in the thick of it type of character. And this was kind of nice to see him as like that kind of helpful, smiley. He was a nice, refreshing character in this movie.
Yeah, I mean, his character isn't supposed to be a big character. It is supposed to be that he comes in, he's the guy who's getting stuff down. He's the one that's moving the plot forward, essentially. He took on that plot moving role. He did so, though, very well. I mean, Jon Bernthal is somebody that I can see and should probably be leading movies now. But he did a very serviceable job here. He came in, did the role, and nailed it. The other one, though, the other standout is Josh Lucas, who I really just wanted to fast forward through that Jon Bernthal stuff and get to this point.
Yeah, because this is the fun one to talk about.
Because you gotta love to hate Josh Lucas.
I absolutely love hating this guy.
Basically, the guy in this movie and in several movies in the past has such a charming smile that's such a magnet to your fist.
Yeah, just absolutely, quite possibly one of the smarmiest, most punchable faces in all of Hollywood, and I absolutely love him for that.
Yeah, he plays that role so well, and he did it very well in this movie.
God, just I've seen like quite a few movies with him playing this role, like Session 9, he did that. The stupid, crappy Hulk from 2003.
Oh, we don't talk about that.
Yeah, and he just, I couldn't stand him as Talbot in that.
Just grab him and just shake him in this movie.
But Hulk did that so many times in that movie that I was okay with it.
Yeah, you're used to it. So when it came time for this movie, you're ready.
In fact, now that we've watched this movie, I kind of want to go back and watch like his bits from Hulk.
Would you please leave Hulk
2003.
alone? We're talking about a better movie.
Yes, we are, but
good Lord, drop it.
Funny. Anyway, so yeah, highly punchable character. He did a fantastic job in this movie.
We have to work with here.
Yeah. And then I think the only other thing that I would really think we need to point out was this was James Mangold doing this movie.
Who you know from such Wolverine fare as
The
Logan
Wolverine.
and the Wolverine.
Yeah. So, I mean, just out of those three, I would have to say I actually probably like this one the most out of those three. Logan was good. I understand why a lot of people love it, but Logan didn't hit with me as hard as I say this one did.
That sounds like something I said to you off camera right before we started.
Then possibly. And I love Wolverine, and I love Hugh Jackman's portrayal of Wolverine.
Yeah.
I didn't connect with Logan that much, and I loved this movie.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think honestly, this is one of James Mangold's best right here. I thought he did a fantastic job. The story was tight. There really wasn't anything kind of like loose over here. Is just what's going on with that plot line?
Yeah.
What's going on with that storyline? No, everything. It was tightly wrapped up, nice little bow,
held
presented.
together, easy to follow.
Yeah.
And, he did a phenomenal job with this. And again, we've said this about the actors as well. I think he might be up for a nomination for this as well. This is definitely going to be a movie to watch come Oscar nominations coming out.
I wouldn't mind seeing him get a Best Director for this too.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean, when we talk about Oscars, we do think this could be up for like a Best Picture type award. Mm-hmm. But that category is going to be stacked this year, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Either way, though, I mean, I'd say we would highly recommend this movie at this point.
Yeah, especially if you see it on the big screen, you're watching those races and stuff. I can't imagine this movie being as good on like a small screen streaming as it would be on the big screen.
The story is great. The races are adrenaline rushed. You just feel it. You feel like you were in the car as it's being presented on the screen to you.
Especially when you're watching like these cars, inevitably, the only reason we watch a car race is to watch them wreck. When you see those wrecks, they hit hard, they're powerful, the sound is, you're immersed in the sound of what's going on. It's fantastic.
And you feel like quoting Christian Bale, bloody, what the...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he kept saying that over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. So, as we close this off, overall, out of a ranking of 10, because we're doing it up to 10 now, we're no longer stopping at 5, we're just going to blow right past.
Oh, yeah.
I would have to say, I'm going to go ahead and give this movie probably a very good, I'd call this movie a 9 out of 10.
You stole my number. Yeah, I'm going to give this a pretty solid 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed this movie, and I actually can't wait to watch it again at this point.
Yeah.
This is one of the top movies of the year for me. It's going to be on that list for sure.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, so what did you think of this movie? Let us know down below. What did you think of our review? Also, let us know about that down below. Nice that you could do that all in one place. Kind of cool.
Called the comment section.
Yeah. Anyways, if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. It's the thumbs up one that is right below the screen.
It looks like a thumbs up.
Yeah. Also, make sure you follow us on social media. We are at Cinefanatics MLP on Twitter and Instagram. Keep up with us and what we're doing. We've got more announcements coming soon, so make sure you follow us on there. We are going to be live streaming here in a couple of weeks, so make sure you check us out on social media. You'll find out when to be there for our live stream.
It's November 26th at 9:30 p.m. Central Time.
Or you could just tell them that. That's cool, too, and then they don't have to follow us anymore. But, yeah, that was a good reason to...
Follow us still, but be sure to be here for that on that date at that time.
Anyways.
At that time.
Yes, most definitely. So come follow us, come hang out with us. We're going to talk movies. We're going to talk about Movie Trivia Schmodown. If you haven't heard of that, it's a movie trivia game show on YouTube. Go check that out. And also, don't forget to subscribe to us. You can hit the subscribe button that's down below, or there's also a subscribe button right up above his head. Make sure you click on that. Over here off to the side are a couple of videos that we have made. And as always...
Mama, I'm going fast!
All right, Will Ferrell. Thanks. Later.
See ya.
What's the slogan that they have in that movie? Shake and bake.
Help me, Tom Cruise! That just happened.